up? What's up? We're in the building. Yes, this is part two of the double hitter virtual chat and draw event tonight. Yes, in the building. I'm still excited. Still excited. Yes, I can't say it again. Still excited. I lied because I'm still excited. We're here. We're streaming live right now on Twitch, Facebook, and Instagram. And I am in the building for the second episode. Now, let me get this out the way real quick because without them, I would not have a Patreon page. So shout out to Andrew Duggan, Haley Dennis, Bradley Arney, Tom Kelly, and Unlike the Hero Studios. All of your Patreon information has been updated. All your rewards have been updated for the month of September. We're going to get ready to roll in October. So thank you very much because without you, I would not have a Patreon page. Now, wait a minute. Wait, I don't think you guys know me. I'm sorry. I just wanted this whole thing. You don't know me. You don't know who I am. You don't know what this show is. So let's get that out the way. Chat and Draw. It's a show where I chat and then I draw. Scribble, scribble, scribble. But on the virtual other side of the table, I bring a creator on and I draw their character. Or if it's a fan of the show, we draw their favorite character. Or if it's a Patreon member, I draw their favorite character. But for the first time ever tonight in the building, for the first time, I've got a YouTube, TikTok creative, and I'm drawing them. I'm turning them into something special. I don't want to give it away. Not yet. Not yet. We're not going to do that. I'm going to chill on that for a moment, all right? I want to let it marinate and sink in. I want you guys to understand how excited I am to bring this person out. So let's make sure I got everything out the way before we get started here, all right? Now, that is the show, what we do on the show. But who am I? I'm the publisher of Short Fuse Media Group, the founder of Freestyle Comics, one half of the good, the bad, and the nerdy, the most enthusiastic person in comics, a.k.a. Super Mad Brother, Mike Watson, your host today and every day on Chat and Draw. I make a buttload of comic books, man. It's what I do. It's what I love. And I have this show where I draw comic books, cartoons, and all types of jazzy face stuff, and we're about to get into it. I don't think I can wait anymore. What's up? We got a bunch of people tuned in to us. Shout out everybody watching up right now. Appreciate it. But we're about to dive into it. I can't wait anymore. All right? Wait, I can't. I got a little story. So my daughter, Logan, has just got into Naruto. So she watched the whole damn thing. And I would, because we all know it's a lot of episodes. So I would pop in, watch an episode or two with her as she goes. But she went on this journey of her own volition. I did not force it on her. She likes Naruto. Then she was like, all right, Daddy, I watched all of Naruto. Now I need the next one. So she found Shippuden. And now she's watching Shippuden and into it. And so as she's watching Shippuden upstairs, I'm on my TikTok account. And, I'm on that for your page. All of a sudden, this video comes up with Sasuke fighting Killer Bee. I'm like, oh, okay, I like that fight. That's a dope fight. Sasuke got his ass kicked. So I'm watching it. All of a sudden, this voice, like lightning, comes out of a bottle and starts announcing the fight. And as the fight's going, he is saying word for word everything you're thinking while this fight is going on. I mean, he's got these quotes that are they need to be put on shirts. All right. This guy, his name is, you know what? Let's bring him on, man. I'm done with this. It's time to quit playing. It's time to open up these doors. Show you why I'm so dead.
Here comes a new challenger.
Inevitably dope, man. What's up?
What up, bro?
Yes. I did not ask him to do that. He just did it. Yes.
What's up, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Good to be here. Good to be on the show. Good to be on the podcast, man. How are you?
I'm doing great, baby. I'm doing good. So,
awesome.
All right, now everything has been working today. Right now, things are a little janky, but we're gonna get this up. I'm gonna show you why this video came across. All right, I got to get a little janky setup here, but it is what it is.
Let's do it.
All right, hold on. I got to kind of 2 times it. Boom, boom. There we go.
Shot him, leaking. Sasuke's leaking Kool-Aid right now. Look at him.
Up, down, left, right.
Up, down, left, right. Up, down, left, right. One. Three. Say what, big guys? 3-piece combo.
No biscuit.
Bro, he's not ready for the hands. Hold those swords real quick. Hold all of those. Sting like a bee. Go back. You're not ready, Sasuke. Sasuke, I don't know what's gotten into you, but you must be Don't worry, I got someone who can sober you up.
Bro.
Dude. Oh my goodness, I got tears in my eyes.
Woo! Man,
I forgot.
Feels crazy. It feels crazy to watch that, like as if I'm like the first time, as if I'm the one watching it, like on the receiving end.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It feels crazy to watch that, man. It feels really crazy. That thing is still hilarious, man. I love it.
Hilarious. Yeah, I think I fell out my chair when you did the up, down, left, up. I was like, oh!
The GTA code?
Yes! Crazy hilarious, man.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Crazy hilarious. All right, so that was the first video, and then I just went through all your damn content. Like, every time you get a video, me and my daughters, we're watching them. We check them out. We're laughing. Oh, it's such a good time. And, and then it's even better just because now, my two oldest daughters, actually all my kids are into it to some level, anime.
Right.
But it was very rewarding to watch her laugh because she just went through this Naruto journey. So, perfect timing.
Oh, my God. That's amazing, man. That is amazing. I love it.
All right. So, dude, how did this start? All
right, so check it out. When I made my TikTok account, I really didn't make it to create content. I didn't make my TikTok to create content. I just thought it was a hilarious app where people made funny videos and I was just going to enjoy it for the entertainment, right?
Right.
But as I kept watching videos, I had a friend, she kept telling me, she's like, dude, you're hilarious. You need to drop videos, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay. And the first video that I dropped that really took off was anime related. And I dropped that and that got like 300K views. And it was like, as soon as I did that and that got 300K views, I was like, okay, I stopped for a little bit. And then one night I remember I was sitting in my room watching anime. And I was just like, man, I was watching One Piece and I saw a super dope fight with Zoro. For those who are in the chat who know who Zoro is, yeah, I know he's a beast. Okay. So I was watching that fight and I was just like, man, this fight is so good. Like, I have to show somebody. So I just hopped on TikTok and I started recording my TV and I just started talking. Like, everything was just off the top of the head. And bro, I dropped that video and literally I woke up the next day, opened my TikTok, completely forgot I even made the video. And I saw I had like 99 plus notifications. So I'm like, what the heck is going, like, what happened? And I'm checking my notifications. Everybody's like, dude, this is hilarious. People tagging other people. I see all these follows. And I'm like, hold on, what? Wait, what? And I look and I see it's from my video. So I was like, yo, this is crazy. So I sat back and I thought, and I was like, man, what can I do now to keep this momentum? You know what I'm saying? Like, how could I keep people engaged? Because I just don't want to be the type of person who drops one fire video and then after that I'm done, like a one-hitter quitter. Right, so I was like, I know a lot of people on TikTok do anime videos, but the majority of people who do anime videos, when they do it, they literally just show the fight scene, throw some dope beat on the back of it, and just play the scene out. They don't talk over it. They don't commentate nothing. So I was like, okay, how can I differentiate myself from those people? And that's when I started doing commentary. It just took off. It just took off, man. Blew up. I love it.
Awesome. So literally, you hit a trend. You broke the internet in one video, and not intentionally, just something you had to share, your passion that you just had to get out there, and people vibe with it.
Exactly that. Because I was like, man, it's crazy because I have friends that are into anime, but I'd say probably like out of all the friends that I have, probably like 2 or 3 are actually into anime at the same level that I am. So it's so dope that I can literally talk about something that I really love talking about amongst, other people out there on the internet and the world, and they feel the same exact amount of passion that I have for it. So it's like, man, it's really great. And the thing that's like the best about it is it's like, I basically have endless content because there's so much anime out there. It's like my content can really never end.
Yeah, I saw you said that on your live stream when I was
Yeah.
watching you, and yeah, because like you said, like half the work's done for you because people just keep recommending stuff to you.
Exactly. All I do literally is just I go through my comments and people will be like, "Oh, can you do this fight, this person versus this person?" And I'll just be like, "Oh yeah, I love that fight." So I'll just select it and I'll do it for that person. I just add my flavor to it, just add my little commentary over it, and boom, here we go. That's it.
So what? So the TikTok videos came first, and then the YouTube channel, or YouTube first?
No, YouTube came first and
Okay.
then the TikTok. Yeah. So I did I've been doing YouTube since like seriously, I've been doing YouTube seriously since about 2017. And then from YouTube, I went over to Twitch. And then from Twitch, I went to TikTok. And then I also have an IG that I'm actually starting to work on now. So I'm basically on 4 different social media platforms. Going crazy, man. Going crazy.
Okay. So what even got you going to even start the YouTube channel first? Again, shout out to everybody that's joined us today. If you guys got any questions or anything like that, comments, go ahead and put them in there. I will try my best not to destroy your names that you have going on here. I'll try to plug them up or whatever, but keep the questions coming or whatnot while I'm drawing. So I'm trying to draw my best big boy damage up in this bad boy.
Yeah, buddy.
So the YouTube channel, what sparked that? What even made you just say, let me get on social media? This is how I want to start presenting myself. Was it a hobby, or were you already in mentality saying, I need to start doing this to make it a career?
Well, it was at first it was a hobby because me and one of my closest friends, I consider him a brother. He's actually in the house with me right now. Me and him used to always just make silly videos, man, just to make people laugh, because that was our thing. We were like class clowns in school, so we just loved, entertaining people, making people laugh. And then people were always constantly telling me like, "Yo, you need to make skits, you need to make videos because you are hilarious." So I kept ignoring it at first, and I was just like, you guys are just talking. But the more people said it, I was just like, am I really that funny? So I decided to make a YouTube. But I made my YouTube back in like 2011. So I really didn't take it that seriously. It was like till 2017, like I mentioned earlier, that I really started taking it seriously. I started making skits. I started doing anime content, gaming content, all of that. So I could really say what sparked it was people constantly telling me I needed to do it. And as I started doing it, I just got so passionate about it, like hearing people's feedback and people telling me it makes their days and stuff like that. So I just got really passionate to the point that like I can't see anything else outside of what I'm doing now.
Awesome. How long have you been doing the social media?
I'd probably say now, probably about like 2 years, year and a half, 2 years, like to this degree, to the point that I'm putting everything that I have into it. Yeah, about a year and a half, 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, what would you say is your ultimate goal? Like, what's the end point for you, or what's a point where you say, all right, perfect, I'm done?
Oh man, I honestly don't even think I have a level of I'm done yet. Like I can't see myself being like, okay, this is where I need to be. All I see is like, I just want to be established. I want to be known. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I want to make content that, entertains people, makes people laugh, makes people smile. But I just want to be at a point to where, I can just be like, oh yeah, people know who I am. You know what I mean? People know who I am. And it got to the point, man, to the point where I like quit my job to do this full time. Because I was like, man, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to put everything I have into this. I'm not going to slack. And man, I can honestly say that it has been a blessing, man. It has helped. It has helped, especially with this whole situation going on in the world. It was like, man, I definitely took advantage of that, man. And I just luckily been blessed with the support base that I have. My supporters on Twitch, my supporters on YouTube, my supporters on Instagram. Everybody has been helping me out, man. And I've been happy ever since. When
did you quit the job, man?
I quit my job probably like 4 months ago. 4 months ago, I'd say. It just got to a point, man, where I was like, literally, I kid you not, I would wake up and I would hate going to work. Like I would just be like I can't explain how much I hated it. Like the feeling that I had for it was just ridiculous, bro. And it was like, man, I like, because it was like I knew what I wanted to become, but working this job was taking away so much time from me actually being able to do that, because the job that I had, I was working 5 days a week, 12-hour days. So I would leave my house at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I would come back at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. So it's like I don't have time to shoot skits. I don't have time to go live on Twitch or YouTube. I didn't have time for none of that. And it was kind of like aggravating me, because it's like, this is what you want to do, but this is in your way. You know what I'm saying? And I remember telling my girlfriend, like, she could just tell, like, she knew that I was super angry. I would have the most annoying mood, and I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was just like, she knew what it was. So I was just like, yo, I think I'm going to quit. And she was just like, yo, I mean, I get it. I get it. So ever since I left, man, it's been a blessing. It really has.
I mean, look at it, dude. I'm looking at the comments right now from everybody. Everybody blessing you up right now and telling you, like, nothing but support. You're only going to get bigger. You made the right move. Like, that's awesome, man.
Yep. It's really dope. It's these guys right here in the comment section, man, that really keep me going. I'm telling you, it's pure motivation all the time from these guys. And it's like, man, it's a constant reminder that what I did was the right decision, like they said. And, you know, it's just, they make me want to get better at what I do, basically. So it's crazy. It's crazy.
All right. So
that picture's looking fire. I like that.
So we talking, you don't see an end goal right now. You're on the road right now. Doors open. You just trying to go through them as much as you can. You quit the job 4 months ago. You started a YouTube page. You had the one video that started getting you the attention that you're looking for and whatnot. And so like what's on tap, man? What does the plan look like? What can you tell us about the map that you got going right now that isn't spoiler?
Oh man, so there's like so many different routes that I want to go, man. Like as far as YouTube goes, I want to be like one of the most well-known like gamers or anime commentators. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
I want to be at like the top, or at least one of the. I want to be a Hokage when it comes to that type of stuff, basically. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a Hokage in everything that I'm touching. You know what I mean? Like, and people on TikTok, like, shouts out to the TikTok family, man. Like, these guys, like, I didn't even think about wanting to become a voice actor at first. You know what I mean? And like, these people were constantly in the chat, like, man, like, bro, voice acting is your thing. I would watch every single dubbed episode of any anime you did, like. And I was like, man, hold up. That actually would be really dope. So like, I would actually look into voice acting. Voice acting is something that I would definitely want to do too. My latest TikTok videos, I told everybody in the beginning to tag Funimation and Netflix, you know what I'm saying? So I can get them to see my work. And
I saw that.
Yeah, that they have been filling up the crowd, filling up the comment section with just pure tags. So that's definitely a goal that I want to achieve, you know, voice acting and then just being a Hokage at whatever I touch, man.
Awesome. That's quite perfectly a great analogy to put that on. Like the path of Naruto, I want to be Hokage no matter what. That's what I'm going to be or whatnot. It's great that you have these aspirations, and I think that's really cool that the audience that has come with you and supported you actually suggested a whole nother avenue that you weren't even thinking about.
Yeah, really dope. Really dope. What up, Skills? I see you, bro. Dope squad in the building. Yeah, they definitely opened my eyes to certain things. It's crazy.
Right now I'm drawing, this image is 10 by 15 inches. Right now, that's the size I draw all my comic book pages or whatnot. And this little tab right here that I'm moving up and down controls the size of my pencil lead, how big it's going to be or whatnot. But I can get pretty close on this before it actually turns pixelated or whatnot. So iPad has a lot of memory, for drawing and stuff like that. It's, I mean, other people may disagree with me or whatnot, but I think it's a perfect drawing tool. I only do traditional artwork, markers, inking, and pencil drawings when people commission me and they actually request that. I've moved all digital now. So,
Man.
but this is Procreate that I'm using right now. It's a great app, and it's literally $12, and it rivals Photoshop in my opinion.
What?
Yes.
That is insane.
Yeah. Now it can't do everything Photoshop can. I still use Photoshop for my graphic design or whatnot, but this thing is on par. For $12, you're not going to find a better value.
Wow, that's crazy, man. That is looking clean too, man. How long have you been drawing? I know this is an interview about me, but I gotta ask you a question, bro.
No problem, man. I am 38 right now, so I've been drawing since I've been in the 3rd grade.
Wow, that's crazy, man. That looks freaking amazing. I like that so much, man. You're killing it, bro. And the fact that you can do this as we're having a conversation is crazy. Like, I can't even edit and talk at the same time, barely.
Dude, I've got to actually thank my school for that. I went to high school at the Cleveland School of the Arts, and I kid you not, our art class, that's all we did. We carried our sketchbooks around with us every day. That's every day, and at a drop of a dime, a battle could happen. You could be coming out the bathroom. You could be in the lunchroom eating pizza. If somebody called you out in battle, you had to open up your sketchbook, and it's like everybody at the school knew. They knew the rules, and it wouldn't matter. It'd be somebody different every time, but they would come be the referee. They would automatically get up, be the referee. We would have to come up with something. Somebody would give us this thing and say, draw this, this, and that, and we'd have to draw it freestyle, and we'd have to do it on the spot. And like that's all I did.
That's crazy. That's so dope. You guys had drawing battles and oh man, that's awesome,
dude. It was super fun, but it's what got me conditioned for doing this type of stuff. So now I do before COVID and I was going to comic book conventions all the time, I would draw pieces live and people were like, does it bother you that I watch you? Like, no, you're paying for this. Watch all you want.
That's crazy. Yo, man. Yeah, you're beasting, bro. I mean, if I try to draw something, bro, I'm drawing stick figures straight up.
Hey, bro, but everybody's got their own talents because a couple of your fans were in on my first episode an hour ago, and I was like, I did a little cut at the end, like, yeah, man, I'm about to have Inevitably Dope on, and I'm about to draw this picture, try to do big boy damage. I'm gonna make sure ain't no Kool-Aid leaking, and then I'm gonna make sure when I draw, it's gonna have 3-piece combo, no biscuit. And somebody was like, yo, dog, this is the first time you said big boy damage. It don't sound right. I was like, dang, all right, my fault.
Yo, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Yeah, man. They're amazing.
Yeah, they've heard it a certain way. They don't want to have it no other way.
Yep, that's it. It can only come from my voice.
Right.
That's crazy. I love it, man. I love it. You're killing it, bro.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. That's big coming from you, man. Because like I said, we enjoy your content. So I'm always waiting and looking forward to the video. And as I was telling you off screen, I was like, man, I got the perfect video for him, and he has to check out.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out for sure.
Because you really talk about anime, like you really have a passion for it. It's not just the gimmick of you doing the voiceovers and stuff. Like I know one video, I forgot which it was the Sasuke one. I remember then. Oh, it was Kakashi and Obito. And like you were talking about the style of animation, how dope it was. Like, look at the hands. Like you're noticing all these details. So like you are a real connoisseur of it.
Oh yeah.
How did your relationship with anime start?
That is a really okay. That's a good question. Oh man. So I'd probably say the first anime that I've ever watched was Yu Yu Hakusho. And I always thought it was so freaking cool because I was like, man, this kid who's like my age. Well, actually, no, I was young as heck. So I was like, oh man, he's a couple years older than me. But the fact that he can shoot these blasts from his fingers, I don't know why I thought that concept was so cool to me. And ever since I saw that, I was just automatically hooked. I tuned into every single episode. And then from Yu Yu Hakusho, it went to Naruto, and I thought the same thing. I was like, man, this kid and it was crazy because at a young age, I realized that anime had so many lessons, like life lessons in it. You know what I mean? And for me to realize that at such a young age kind of shaped me into the person who I am today. You know what I mean? Like, because for those people who really know me, even the people like, you know, people who are part of my dope squad, like they know, like I am a confident dude. When I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something. And like nobody can change my mind. And I feel like I have that mindset because of anime. Like, you know, Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho, he had that mindset when he was training like he would go all out. He didn't care. Same thing with Naruto. Nobody liked him in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? He was hated. He was hated. People were disgusted by him. And he ended up being the most loved person, you know, years later. And he wouldn't have got to where he was if it wasn't for all that hard work and dedication. Like, couldn't nobody tell these characters, you know, you can't do this. People were telling them that, like, you can't do this. You fight this person, you're gonna lose. It didn't matter. It didn't phase that person. You know what I'm saying? So even without me realizing that like mentality kind of built into my brain as I was getting older and as I kept watching these animes. So it had a huge influence and impact on me, man. And it was just like, man, a lot of people think that anime are cartoons, and I want to fight those people so bad, so bad. Because I'm like, bro, they don't understand what anime like means and the impact anime has on people, including myself. So yeah, anime really shaped me into who I am. It's crazy. It's insane.
Awesome. Let me get this question real quick before we go on. Your art's really dynamic. What helped you improve the most in that area? Thank you very much. But constantly drawing and not being afraid to draw. Like I draw all the time. One thing that I'm still working on is my female figures, drawing them in all different shapes and sizes, but still making them look, you know, sexy, still making them look pretty, still making them look soft. So like I will purposely make a whole project where I do nothing but women. Like this one time I drew this book a few years ago called Lethal Vixen. So me and my brother, we picked 12 women that we knew, no matter how they look, thick, skinny, tall, no matter what, we drew them just how they were, but we turned them into comic book characters just to practice drawing a variety of women.
That's crazy.
Looks like we got some more comments.
Yeah, go for it, man. Go for it.
Yeah, I get caught up into the art and I lose it sometimes. All right. Let's see here. Found my skill says I've been drawing for a long time, but now I'm going back and relearning the basics, and I switched over to digital, and I really like it. Digital's great, man. Digital's great. You should always still keep it open and go back and make sure you keep your traditional handy. I just had to color a piece last night with markers and Micron pen, and I was missing my digital pad. I can tell you that, but you got to be able to still do that and be able to flip back and forth. I just started traditional a couple months ago. We got the for show. We got
that boy Kelton. What up, Kelton? What up, black guy? What up, Curly Bomb?
Anime drop a whole lot of gems. Yes, it does. I love this. I learned a lot from Naruto. Anime is life. My daughters would absolutely agree with you.
Yup. Trying to tell you.
Anime reflect kung fu movies when it comes to messages. Yes, it does.
Big facts. Big facts.
Look, amen to that. What's up, Shaggy, man? Thanks for tuning in. All right. So I know this is I'm about to hit you with the hard question, but we got to, man.
Oh, man.
And I know this is gonna be hard for you to decide.
Oh man. Let me sit back. Let me hold on.
What is your favorite anime all time?
Oh, of all time? You know what's crazy? A lot of people ask me that. A lot. So I can answer that one pretty easy.
Okay.
Naruto. For sure. And I feel like that because it's like, even though Yu Yu Hakusho was my first anime, I feel like a lot of people would expect me to say that because that was the first anime I saw. But Naruto, man, like the meaning behind that anime was just final form, man. And it was just like, bro, each character had such crazy character development, like Rock Lee. For those who everybody knows who Rock Lee is.
Rock Lee's my favorite, man.
He was the ninja who couldn't use ninjutsu. Like, all these people were able to do all these jutsus and stuff, and he was limited to just his hands. But even then, he made the best of it, and he became one of the best taijutsu fighters ever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And everybody remembers the signature moment from when he was in the exams and he dropped the weight. And it was like, that's when everybody was like, like everybody lost it, including me. And I was just like, man, but yeah, what I love about Naruto is that each character, it's not just about the main character, Naruto, you know, although he had such an impactful story, it was about everyone else around him. You know, everybody else was going through hard times and troubles just like he was. And they ended up, you know, overcoming that and becoming super powerful, except Sakura, because she's trash. But, you know, everybody else for the most part was amazing. And I was just like, man. And then, of course, you got the fight scenes, you got the music, you know, because I love anime music. So that plays a part. The animation was amazing. And it was just like, man, like, Jesus, it was great. It was great. But Naruto, yeah, is definitely for sure my number one favorite anime.
Dude, that's incredible because the episode with Rock Lee dropping the weights, that's the episode that got me into Naruto because I watched it and I watched one of those damn filler episodes and I was like, man, this is trash. Like, why is everybody talking about this? But then as I was flicking the channels, I saw this dude that looked like Bruce Lee. Not realizing it was a Naruto episode, and then I was like, "Oh, this is Naruto. Well, let me see what this little dude about." He dropped those weights. I put the remote control down and sat back. Like, let's go. Like, for real? That's where we're at right now. Then he started moving. I said, "Are you? This is Naruto?"
Yeah.
But
I remember specifically, I was sitting in the living room, Indian style, with a big bowl of Fruity Pebbles, and as soon as that boy dropped the weight, I was like, "What?" Like, man, my cereal got super soggy that day.
Yeah, I can imagine. Naruto is a huge influence on my own comic book. I have this book called Hot Shot. I'm 10 issues in, and I agree with you. The character development is crucial. I love, even though it kind of wasn't the finality of it, but the permanent change. Like, there were characters that died. They stayed dead. Like, they may have came back to help, but they were dead. There was nothing bringing them back.
Exactly. And like, people will argue with me all the time when it comes to Dragon Ball Z and be like, oh my God, Dragon Ball Z is so much better than Naruto. What are you talking about? And it's like, I don't think people are, when they talk Dragon Ball Z, they're just thinking of the fights and the transformations. They're not thinking of the show overall, like the story. And just like you said, when people die in Naruto, they're gone. Like, there's no Shenron to wish them back. You know, there was that one moment, of course, with Pain and Nagato and stuff like that, where he was able to bring back the people who fought in that fight. But once they're gone, it's over. You know what I mean? And that's what makes it even more impactful, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. I remember my favorite moment in Naruto was when the village accepted Naruto after he saved Gaara, and he looked up, and the entire village finally saw Naruto in action.
Yeah.
They finally saw what this boy could do.
Yeah.
And his resolve to save Gaara. And the crowd picked him up and they threw him up in the air. I was like, you made me wait 500 issues for this moment, baby. And I'm here for it. I am here for it. Like, it was worth it. Every single issue was worth it.
It really was, man. I could talk all day about Naruto, but there's so many highlighted moments that are just like, man, like, this is I could feel all his emotions, and not just Naruto, like any character who's going through something in a fight or what, I could feel it. Like, I would be standing at my TV like, like going crazy. Cause it's like, man, like, oh my God, bro. It was amazing. It was amazing. So many dope fights.
Naruto was life-changing in its time. The fact you had to tune in on Saturday nights on Toonami was a whole experience.
Ooh.
Yes.
Facts. Sour Patch, for real. Toonami was that show.
What was your dream job or calling before professional streaming?
Is that to me?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, my dream job or calling before professional streaming. I don't think I honestly had a dream job or a calling. This is honestly my first and only calling that I've honestly had. I thought before that I wanted to become that I wanted to work in the medical field. You know, that was my thing, and I went to school for it and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So I learned about, medicine, of course, and like anatomy, physiology, all that stuff. And I thought that's what I wanted to do. But I actually had a job in a hospital, and I just started to realize, like, man, I don't want to do this. It was more of like me kind of wanting to please my parents or become like my parents because both my parents were in the medical field. So I kind of wanted to be like them. And I felt like that was just the safe route to go. But I honestly had that feeling like, this isn't what you want to do. You don't wake up every morning happy, like, ready to go to the hospital, ready to do work. Like, I feel like when you're in that zone, when you wake up and you're happy about what you're doing, you're content with what you're doing, you enjoy what you're doing, that's when you found your calling. And I didn't have that with the medical field. So as I started doing YouTube and streaming on Twitch and stuff like that and interacting with people doing what I love, that's when I'm like, bro, this is it. This is it. Because now I don't see nothing outside of this. Like I'm completely honed in. So yeah, this was definitely my first calling. I had nothing before that.
All right, so that's a real good question. That segues into what did your parents say about that? If you felt like you owed them this thing to try to go into the medical field and then you end up saying it's not for me, how did that conversation work?
Oh man, let me tell you right now, man. Woo! My parents were heated. They were so mad because when I was in the medical field, I went to school for it, and they had to pay a lot of money to put me through school for it. Mm-hmm. And I finished school, all of that, and that's when I broke it to them. I was just like, yeah, this isn't who I want to become for the rest of my life. And my dad was so pissed, and he was like, man, you let me pay all this money. My mom was like, you let him pay all this money and you don't even want to do this. And I was like, I'm sorry, father. You know what I mean? But
right.
As time went on and then I started to find my calling, which is like entertainment, he started to see it because my father was like, if you're gonna become something or if you're gonna do something, talking doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? Talking doesn't do anything. You have to show me that this is really what you want to do. So as soon as he started to see like my YouTube views going up, more subscribers coming in, I went on Twitch. He saw the donations I was getting, the amount of people I had in my live streams, people saying they love my content. It makes their day better. When he saw all of that, that's when he was just like, yo, like this is him. This is really him. So now they're like 1000% supportive of me. And they're always calling me every day, asking how the progress is going, if I'm all right and stuff like that. So yeah, they definitely they got my back now. They got my back. I just had to show them. And that mentality kind of played into me as well, because there's people who tell me that they want to do things and it's like, okay, you can say you want to do it, but actually doing it is where, you start to take that, you start to walk that path. I can say that I want to freaking be a streamer, but if I never freaking start a stream, or if I never host a stream or anything, like words are just meaningless at that point. You have to actually go do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So my parents helped me a lot. But yeah, it's crazy.
That's awesome, man. Yep. How long was that struggle?
I'd probably say I'd say like a solid 1.5 years, 2 years. With me doing streams and like people not tuning in, like it was crazy, man. Like shouts out to, I don't know if he's here. Shouts out to the homie, Black Guy, but he followed me on YouTube when I had like 50 subscribers, and I would stream live. I would live stream on YouTube first, and I would live stream. I had like 2 people in my chat, 2 people. And, it'd literally be Black Guy and I don't even know who the second person was, but I'd just be playing games and I'd see nobody in the chat. And I'm just like, man, like, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? But at the same time, I couldn't get discouraged because I was like, you have to start somewhere. You can't expect to start from the bottom and just have these expectations like you're on the top. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not going to get anywhere like that. And at the same time, you have to really love what you're doing. Because if I didn't really love what I was doing, I would have stopped streaming, a week into the streams. If I would have saw 2 people in my chat, I'm like, all right, nobody likes me. I'm done. You know what I mean? And I would have just been over with. It would have been over with. Right. I love what I do so much that, I kept pushing and I was just like, no, I got to keep streaming. I don't care if I have 1 person in the stream. I'm going to treat that person like they're right next to me and we're chopping it up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's one thing I've always said to other people who ask for like streaming advice is people always ask me, what's some advice, for people who don't have much in their streams? And it's like, the people who are in your chat, you got to treat them like they're guests at your house. People are coming to your house to see what's up. If it's cool to hang out, you know what I'm saying? You got to make them feel welcome. You got to ask them if they want anything to drink, anything to eat. You got to make them feel welcome. You got to engage with them. If I'm streaming and I'm playing a game and there's people talking, I'm not saying anything, they're going to leave. So, I definitely got to make them feel welcome. So that's how I went about it. But I went a solid year and a half with little to no engagement, and things are definitely getting a lot better. So
awesome.
I'm definitely grateful.
Which comment did I miss, man? Put it back in the thread so I can catch it.
This guy toast. Oh man, the simp god.
Shaggy said, "What did you do in the medical field?" He was a CSR tech.
Oh, I was an LPN. And that's for those who don't know what an LPN is. It was a licensed practical nurse, licensed practitioner nurse. So it's basically like I was a level below a registered nurse. So I had patients and stuff like that. I'd give them medicine, and stuff like that. So yeah, I was basically a nurse.
Hey, I was wondering if somebody was gonna notice it. Yes, it is. Yes, sir.
Are those J's on my? 13,
baby.
That unique. Ha! Those are clean. Yo, what are those 13s?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's tough. That is tough.
Yeah,
I like that.
The 13s are like my absolute favorite J's. I drew King Vader a couple months ago as Hood Naruto, and I put the 12s on him.
Whoa!
So since you're the second YouTube guy that I'm drawing, or YouTube personality that I'm drawing, I've decided that every time I do one, I'm going to put a different pair of Jordans on them.
That's dope. And it's crazy too, because funny story, when I was back in high school, I used to wear a lot of Jordans because thank God my older brother, he was like a sneakerhead, still is. And he had these 13s that I love so much. They were white and red. And he was like 2 shoe sizes above me. I didn't care. I snuck in his room because it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'd sneak in his room, grab the J's, put them on my feet. I didn't care if they were big, and I would just go to school with them. And everybody's like, yo, those J's are fire. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man.
Thank you. My children really care for me. My son has brought me a Hershey's drop.
Oh man. Let me get a quick shout out in real quick because she's gonna kill me if I don't shout her out, man. Shouts out to Sasha, man. That is like, bro, that girl literally watched me from the dirt. That's my girlfriend that I was talking about. She literally watched me like from the dirt when I had nothing to like, slowly growing into who I am. So big shout outs to her, man, because she was there with me through all the ups and downs, man. Very supportive, man. So she definitely
we doing good. We doing good out here. Oh, hold up. I'm about to start the inks now. You want an anime drawing? Hit me up. Hit me up. We can discuss it.
Hey, there you go. Talk to him, Curly. D-Nez, yo, it's your boy.
Hey, man, he was ripping on me because I said his name wrong. I apologize. He ain't care. He still got me. It's all love, though. It's all love.
That's hilarious.
All right, so I kind of figured Naruto was your jam. So that's why I wanted to turn you into a Naruto character. Plus, it was the first video I saw of you or whatnot. I saw the actual video where you were talking about, switching over to My Hero Academia and going over there and stuff, whatnot. Do you so these phrases, man, these things that you were saying, as we were saying offline, I'm like, you're literally thinking everything that a black person would be thinking during these anime fights. I'm like, and like, it hit me like, I didn't know that's what I thought at the moment, but it was.
Yeah.
Your boy is leaking Kool-Aid. He is. What else could that be?
Exactly. And I knew it's crazy because it's like, people think that I think of these phrases and I honestly don't. Like, I just literally freestyle everything I'm saying. Like the Kool-Aid thing just came out. The I'm on you just came out. The 3-piece with no biscuit, that all just came out off the top. And I saw that it was like kind of like a snowball effect thing. People were dying about it in comments, so I just kept it going. But I was like, yeah, every black person loves Kool-Aid. Like, come on now, bro. You know what I'm saying? You see red, you think Kool-Aid. So I was like, get the Kool-Aid out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Mom said you couldn't have it.
Dude, I literally. All right, so I've been playing Avengers on PlayStation,
Yeah.
and so I'm working on Black Widow right now to get her up to level 50, and she's got this move where she throws out her grappling hook, and it brings her up right up to you, and you start piecing them up.
Yeah.
I did it. I was in this intense fight, like it was an Avengers Assemble moment, and like I yanked over to some dude, and I was like, "I'm on you!"
Let's go. Let's go. I like
Dude,
it.
it just is natural when you hear it, and then you like it's an experience of life. That is just
really
it has become the vocab. So my question to you: when we gonna see the merch,
bro? I will be dropping merch once my Twitch hits 1,000 followers, 1K on Twitch. I'm at 5 something right now, so we're halfway there, less than halfway there. When I hit 1K on Twitch, I will be dropping merch. A lot of people have been asking that, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be dropping the most iconic sayings first, and then the rest will follow. So it's going to be "I'm on you," of course, the 3-piece no biscuit, final form. All that stuff is going to be dropped. I'm going to make shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, all of that. So yeah, merch is definitely coming on Twitch. Once Twitch hits 1K followers, merch will be dropping. Promise.
all right. So when we get offline, I got a pitch for you.
Okay.
I got
to hear that. Yeah, I want to chop it up with you too, man, because I'm seeing your drawing. Your drawing's looking final form. I'm like, hold up, he might need to do the merch.
I mean, well, forget it. Let's just go right into it. So you got all these slangs, and I figured we're turning you this anime character. Let's do that on the merch. I called up for you with a different pose, maybe even a different anime style, or
I like
anime
it.
cartoon with each one of the poses.
I like that. Chat, what do y'all think about that, man? I like the way that sounds, man. That sounds amazing to me.
Yeah, because like right now, just even drawing it, I keep saying big boy damage. That's all.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, that looks like some big boy. That looks like I'm about to deal some big boy damage. Whatever's about to happen next, someone's gonna have the Jordan print imprinted on their face.
Right. If you guys want to know how much I charge for commissions, just message me. It's most epic art on everything. Actually, I've learned this little thing called branding. So right above me here, Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitch. It's all most epic art. You'll be able to find me on there, and then you can message me and ask me about commissions.
Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Y'all see how he's doing it, man. He's literally freestyling, talking to me, and killing this commission at the same time. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's doing it.
Hey, well, look, some people saying they would cop that instantly.
You see? Y'all would buy that? Oh, man. See, yeah, we got to work together. We got to work together. We definitely got to work together.
I mean, I dig the passion. I dig the drive, man, the momentum of it and everything on it.
I know a lot.
Oh, did we freeze up? Let's give it a second. There you go. Froze up for a second.
Oh, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, we've had that happen before. I've learned the game. You just gotta wait it out.
Sounds dope, man.
All right, yeah. So what were you saying before we cut out?
Yeah, I was saying that a lot of people want hoodies. A lot of people want hoodies, so I feel like hoodies are gonna sell more than anything else. So yeah, man, that merch is definitely gonna come. We definitely have to talk more about that, man, because I think with both of us combined, bro, that merch would look exquisite.
Yeah, man, I'm already doing I already got shirts for my comic book characters that we do or whatnot, and we do them on just for my convenience because it's easier just to have a website do it and not just post the artwork. We do it on T Republic. Cool thing about T Republic is the first 2 days the shirt goes up, it's on sale for the first 2 days. So the shirts are normally $20. It goes on sale for $13. Kind of get that initial push and get people on there or whatnot.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, just looking at that stuff, I was just wondering. I was like, man, these things are just he's already coined classics. So when are we going to see him in a different medium? But that's dope. Like setting up goals for yourself like that.
Yeah,
for 1,000.
Yep. I feel like it's gonna push a lot of people to, really get me there. And then I'm already prepping. I'm already preparing myself to like start working on ideas and stuff like that for merch. Because I know I'm gonna get there like almost instantly, man. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be at freaking 1,000. So I kind of have to start prepping now. Because like once I hit like 900, it's probably when I'm gonna start working on the merch and stuff like that. So that way, once I hit 1,000 on Twitch, boom, like I can just drop it and people can go crazy from there.
Right.
So yep. It's all about prepping. It's all about prepping.
So where's home base for you, man? Where are you located at?
I'm in Florida, man. I'm in Florida.
Okay.
Yep, been here for like 15 years, bro. 15, 16 years. Yeah, home base is definitely Florida, man. But I don't think I see myself going anywhere else. Like somebody was asking me the other day, like, oh man, I love your content. Would you consider flying out to LA, to work with other creators? And I was like, yeah, I would fly out to LA, to work with them, for a little bit, and then I'd come right back. Like I've been to LA before, man. It's cool, but I can't live there. I just can't. I know there's a lot of opportunity. I know there's a lot of creators that I could work with, like he said, but staying there, no, hell no.
Yeah, man, it seems like when people go out to Cali, man, especially if they are a mind-focused individual, things start to happen.
Yeah, for sure. But
I
can
go ahead.
I could definitely make what I'm doing happen where I'm located. I never thought that you had to be in a certain area to make something happen for yourself. Because some people think LA, of course, that's where all the opportunity is, or New York, that's where all the opportunity is, and it's like, yeah, it is. I mean, there's plenty of opportunity out there, but that doesn't mean that you can't get what you're trying to achieve where you're at. You know what I mean? So I would definitely go out there to visit, but never to live.
I do online classes on my Twitch and YouTube page. I got some videos up there already that you can just replay on my YouTube page or whatnot, but I do them on Twitch. I've been off the last couple of weeks just because I just finished up summer camp with a bunch of kids, so I'm taking a break.
What's that? Leave me alone.
Yeah, because we normally do an in-person summer camp. It's a big art thing we put together. We put on a play at the end of the summer. We're teaching the kids, about protesting, the right way to do it, and things like that, how to handle gun violence and stuff. And we let the kids make the story. Like I guide them. I'm like, you probably shouldn't say that, but how can we put this in a positive message? And then we do a whole big play at the end of the summer. But because of COVID, we had to go virtual. So we oh man, I wish I remember the name. I'm so sorry. But we found this group that does music. So they came in twice a week and worked with our kids all summer and talked to them about, Black Lives Matters and stuff like that. And this dude, I call him Tricky because he got the kids to open up and they didn't realize they was opening up. And, and they were just talking freely. And he used all that they told him to make and produce an actual song.
Nice. That is crazy.
Yeah, we took them to we took them virtually to the studio, so they got to pick the snares, the drums, the vocals. They got to set up how everything was going to be. They were the executive producers of the song.
That is dope. That is really awesome, man. Holy moly, man. That's awesome. That's really dope that you do stuff like that, man. That's motivational, to people like me. That's really dope. That's really dope. I like that.
Thank you. But that was a full summer, and I got kids myself, so I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple weeks off."
Yeah, I'm tired.
Focus on my Twitch and my YouTube channel.
For real, I like that. That's awesome, man.
All right, so let's get into the schematics of it, man. So, what are you? Xbox, a PlayStation guy?
Ooh, I'd probably say right now I'm an Xbox guy. But when new systems drop, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be PC. I'm gonna be PC. But I'm not looking to get the new Xbox. The Series X, that's dead to me. I'm definitely gonna get the PS5 because that Spider-Man Miles Morales. I need that. You know what I mean? I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. It's my favorite superhero, so I have to get that. But I could say I'm an Xbox guy right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, there's nothing wrong with that. the current Xbox that's out, they just didn't have no games for me.
Yeah.
They didn't have anything that did. For the previous Xbox, I was there. I'm a PlayStation fan though.
Yeah.
PlayStation's where my heart at, but I could appreciate the Xbox and what it brought
Right.
for this current system.
Yeah.
But
sure.
now I'm all about the Switch. But I've always been a PlayStation guy, man. The PlayStation is where it's at for me. But I'm against the Xbox X and the PlayStation 5. We don't need it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with me is like I feel like PlayStation and Xbox, like I utilize them both differently. You know what I'm saying? And I tell these to my people on Twitch all the time. Like my Xbox, I play mainly because I like to play with my friends, and I like it for the friends and the multiplayer and stuff like that. But PlayStation is hands down better when it comes to exclusives, like single player games, story mode games. I love their exclusives.
Yeah.
So I utilize them both differently. I'm just on my Xbox more, but I like PlayStation games more. You know what I mean?
And see, and I'm in the same agreement. Like, I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, and I would have never found out about Mass Effect unless I got an Xbox. Borderlands. I discovered Borderlands on Xbox. Like Xbox had games for me. I had both systems, so I was definitely rocking out with both of them and whatnot.
Yeah.
But when the PS4 came out, I mean, I agree with you. If you're looking for solid, story-driven, one-player epics, PlayStation's got it.
Exactly. Hands down. Like, man, freaking Uncharted, God of War. You know what I mean? Like, God of War, as soon as I played the new Spider-Man, the PS4 Spider-Man, like when I played those games, I was like, this is going to be game of the year. God of War was so good. Like, I didn't care if they were just talking little small details. I wanted to hear everything they said. It was insane. It was insane.
Yeah, man. When we played that God of War, I was blown away by how they changed the character. Like, it was so fun watching Kratos be a dad, but still try to hold back all that anger.
Oh my God. I loved it. And I loved how they completely changed the game style. Like it was a hack and slash type of game before. And then it just all of a sudden went to this over the shoulder, you got to time your dodges. It kind of went into like a Bloodborne Dark Souls type of game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I really loved, and the whole hammer thing, him throwing it and calling it back, like the sound that it made was, I loved it. I loved it.
Spot on.
Oh my God. That game was amazing. I'm actually going to play it again and beat it again on stream. That game was flawless.
Yeah, I was trying to tell people, I was like, man, that God of War game is truth, man. I need y'all to understand that. Like, it's not a game. Like, that was definitely a journey.
For real. I love that game. That was one of those games that I hated when it ended. So it was like, man, I have to replay that. I want to like platinum it. And then I just saw the stream that PlayStation had like a week ago, and they announced another God of War. I nearly lost it.
Yeah.
Nearly lost it. So I'm definitely looking forward to that Ragnarok. That's going to be really good. So
yeah, I'm interested to see how they're going to do with it or whatnot.
Yeah. It's going to be dope.
And I've heard you talk about this several times. I'm jumping around trying to make sure I keep the conversation going. Let me check these comments first.
Go for it.
Dope is the only person that pushes me to chase my dream. That's dope. Said you're the only person that pushes them to chase their dreams, man.
Thank you, Console. That means a lot, brother. Thank you, man.
Character development was insane. Wrath of Asteroid went hard, yeah.
Wrath of Asura was good.
God of War was so good. Whether I sympathized or hated the characters, I was invested in pretty much all of them. Exactly. That's the thing.
Yeah, big facts, D-Nuz. That is a very good point.
So I'm trying to sprinkle this stuff out.
Yeah,
I'm trying to hit you with it all at once, but so let's hear why you feel like Sakura is trash.
Oh Lord. Don't get me started on that hefty garbage bag, man. Come on, man. Sakura, like, what? Like, honestly, what has she done to, like, even kind of hang with Naruto and Sasuke? What has she done that has been close to the same level? Because she was part of Team 7. She was part of her that squad. So what has she done to keep up with them? And then I remember in Shippuden, when Sasuke and Naruto were fighting, she said, what did she say? She was like, oh, I finally caught up to these two. And I was like, which two you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, bro, she is absolute garbage.
So why do you think that was very apparent, man? It's like it's not something you got. Why do you think the creator did her like that?
That's a really good question. And the craziest part is like they put her in the team that was like the most powerful. They put her in the most powerful squad. So I don't understand why the creators made her so weak. Like she was strong, but she wasn't strong at the same time, if that makes sense. Like she trained under Tsunade, so she had the strength, but she didn't really do anything that was like significantly like she didn't have no game changer moves. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why the creators did her like that. They definitely did her super dirty.
What are you talking about, dude? Every time she punched the ground, she broke it.
Yeah, but it was just like it wasn't on the same level as Naruto. I feel like every character in Naruto can punch the ground and break it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like she didn't do anything that like set her levels above anybody else, to me, in my opinion. And I feel like a lot of moments that she had that were cool, she probably had like a quick little moment. It was cool. And then she ended up getting folded, or she had a moment that was cool because of somebody else. Like she had a moment in Shippuden where she fought one of the Akatsuki members who was like a puppet master.
I was just thinking about that when I was like, but she had that moment though.
Yeah, but who was controlling her?
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Grandma Chio. If she wasn't a classic OG final form puppet master controlling Sakura would have gotten wiped against that Akatsuki member. That was the only reason she won. And she was being controlled. So it was like, bro, here we go. Sakura being Sakura.
Sakura being Sakura.
You know?
But it's almost like they forgot that she was supposed to be the super smart one.
Yeah, that's true. That is
Somebody
true.
said she caught up in the end, though.
She caught up to Ino? Ew, that's not saying a lot, Cheeks. That's not saying a lot.
She did piss me off with that fake confession, trying to make Naruto think she liked him.
Oh, yeah, she did him dirty. She did him super dirty. But he wasn't with it. He knew what time it was. So Naruto was grown at that point. You're not falling for that no more. Naruto was like, get out of here with that.
She said the creator actually talked about that. What did the creator say? Because I did not know. Because, I mean, that's kind of a hot topic.
Yeah, that is a very interesting topic. I'd love to hear why the creator did that, because they really did her super dirty. Somebody said talking about this girl got me tight. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Yeah, man. But, yeah, she's just a waste to me. Like, she had the medical ninjutsu, too, to where she can heal people, but it was like it wasn't major. She wasn't as good as what was the chick's name that was on Sasuke's Team Taka when y'all gotta help me out. When Sasuke was on Team Taka, he fought Killer B and he died like 3 times. The chick that was healing him constantly with the red hair. She wasn't as good as Al. She wasn't as good as him. Hold on real quick. I done dropped my light. Yay.
Yeah. I can't remember her name either.
Yeah,
but I know that.
I'm drawing a blank. I don't know why, but
yeah, but I definitely know who you're talking about.
Yeah, she wasn't to her level when it came to even healing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dang, what is her name? It's gonna drive me crazy now. Oh man, that's gonna somebody in the chat. Karen. That was it. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, she wasn't like to her level of medical ninjutsu, because all Sasuke had to do was bite into her, and he was cool. Otherwise, Sasuke would have died in the Killer Bee fight. You know what I mean?
The Killer Bee did hand it to him thoroughly.
Multiple times. So crazy.
What did you think about that? Like, they made Killer Bee so dope, but at the same time, the one main black character is steadily rapping the whole time.
Oh man, you talking about with Sasuke and Killer Bee?
Yeah,
it was crazy because a lot of people, when I do these videos, a lot of people think that I don't like Sasuke. People are like, bro, why are you always like ragging on Sasuke like he can't fight or he's not nice? And I'm like, bro, a lot of people don't understand. Sasuke is my favorite Naruto character. He's my favorite character in the anime. But I can't be biased. When he's getting folded, he's getting folded. You know what I mean? So
right.
During that Killer Bee fight, we have to be real. Sasuke brought Karen with him for a reason. He knew that Killer Bee wasn't going to be easy to defeat. He's like, just in case Junk gets out of line, I have this chick to heal me. If he didn't do that, he would have died. He would have died. You know what I mean? So that was a great fight, but my man Sasuke was getting worked. You know,
He was, and like that was the first time we actually seen Sasuke get beat up.
Yeah. But what I can commend him on was the fact that he was able to keep up with 8 swords at the same time. Like, that was insane. Like, with his eyes moving all over the place. I love that scene, by the way. That was like my favorite scene in the fight, where his eyes were moving all over the place while Killer Bee's blades were all in the air. I love that because it showed how much Sasuke had to really pay attention, because one mistake could end it. You know what I mean? So that scene where his eyes are going all over the place was like, whew, that gives me goosebumps just talking about it, man. I love it. It.
Let me see here, make sure we ain't missing them. Best Sakura moment was her Naruto summoning jutsu to fight pain.
Useless, man. Useless. She was literally the only one there. The Lee village was completely destroyed. She screamed for Naruto, and that's when Naruto pulled up.
She Curly Bomb Cat said that the creator stated that Sakura was just supposed to be like a side character.
What? See, that makes sense. That makes sense. Like, that makes a whole lot of sense. I totally get that.
I mean, I get that, but at the same time, I think he failed because she kept getting put in the same category with them.
Yeah. And I don't understand. Like, if she was supposed to be a side character, why say I'm finally catching up to these two? You were nowhere near Sasuke and Naruto. You know what I mean? But that I get that. She should have just, if Team 7 should have just had 2 people. Either that or replace her with another ninja, man. Like,
I mean, Haneda is my girl.
Who?
I'm pronouncing her Haneda.
Oh, Hinata.
Yeah, she was dope. I loved her. My favorite, like, the one episode I did not like is when she sacrificed herself for Naruto. I thought that was such a powerful episode, like issue in the manga, and I was like, y'all brought out the cheap animation for this? Not for this part.
Yeah, that part was super emotional. Oh my god, because we all know how she felt about Naruto, you know what I'm saying? So for her to sacrifice herself for him was just like, I think that really opened Naruto's eyes at that moment. And that's why that ended up, she ended up becoming his wife later on. But yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. And it was like, it meant a lot because we saw all the moments where Hinata was always watching Naruto, even from when they were kids. You know what I'm saying? But Naruto never saw her. She always saw Naruto. So for her to do that was just like, oh man. Like, she didn't even tell him how she felt. It was crazy.
That was big.
Again, it was real big.
Those big storytelling moments, man.
Exactly.
Huge storytelling moments. And like, I just feel like, I know, I just feel like they disrespected Sakura. Like, she gets to get with Sasuke, but then she's a single mom, but they still married. He left her with the kid to raise. He ain't never around. Is he even paying ninja child support? Like, is he sending funds back? Or is Sakura working and taking care of this child who was ungrateful to begin with?
Yeah. He's getting that child support taken out of each mission. I can tell you that for sure. Each check he gets after each mission he completes, that child support is coming right out. Because I think in Boruto, when I was watching it, before I stopped watching it because Boruto is just ugh. But there was a moment where I think Sasuke was looking for Sakura, and Sarada, which is Sasuke's daughter, was there, and Sasuke like pointed his blade at her, like aimed it, because he didn't even realize who she was. And I was like, dang, this guy Sasuke is a deadbeat, bro. My favorite character is a deadbeat dad. That's crazy.
Like, I actually didn't like Sasuke until he got older, till he lost that arm.
Really?
That's when I really dig him. That's what I like to play with in Ultimate Ninja.
Yeah.
But I couldn't stand him as a kid, as a teenager. I was like, Naruto, leave that alone.
Let me ask you why? Why didn't you like him? Because some people have told me that too. And I honestly think that Sasuke probably has one of the best background stories in any anime I've ever seen.
Now, don't get me wrong. He's definitely got good story. He's got good moments.
Yeah.
I disliked him because I felt like that's what I was supposed to do. I was
Hmm.
a fan. I was a fan of Naruto. I couldn't understand. Like, I could get why Sasuke was doing, but I was like, you don't have to go to that limits. Like, you
Right.
don't have to do what you're doing. Look what Naruto's doing, and he's still keeping up with you.
I hear you. I hear that. I hear that.
Like, you could have stayed at Leaf Village, and y'all could have been like like y'all are the baddest duo. But
Yeah.
you know, we had to go full circle to come back to that when we could have just had a straight path. Naruto could have helped you.
Yeah.
You know, Naruto
That's
would have had
true.
to go back. He would have kept the rest of the Sasuke out. Like, no, they got to fight that 1-on-1. Y'all stay back. You know, a tale for each one. But like, that's how, you know, how much I got into it. I wanted to support Naruto, and I wasn't feeling, you know, how Sasuke was. I felt like he was disrespectful, man. Like that moment, like, I know when it happened. When Naruto came looking for your boy, found him, and he was standing upside that pit, and he
came down super
there.
quick.
Yeah, I was like, "Ain't you a?"
Nah, I totally get what you mean. I totally get what you mean by that. Ninja child support. Oh man. But like, my thing was, like, I get why he was so angry. Like, he didn't want nothing to do with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because literally his whole clan was slaughtered by someone who he looked up to. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Which was his own brother. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, the most obvious question is, you're gonna ask, why? Why did he do that? Why did this happen? Why did it have to be my family? And nobody in that village would give him answers. That would have set me off too. I would have been like, bro, are you guys serious, bro? Like, I don't have a mom. I don't have a dad. My brother's the one who killed my mom and dad, along with everybody else, my cousins, my friends, all of that. And none of y'all want to tell me why this happened? Okay. See, now I'm about to kill you. You know, so it was crazy. I totally get why he did that. But yeah, you're right. There's definitely moments where he could have just worked with Naruto, and they could have, you know, worked on that together, because Naruto came from a bad childhood too. So I definitely get that. They could relate there, but Sasuke just wasn't having that, bro. He just wasn't having
He was
that.
not.
Yeah.
Somebody, let's see here. Sorry, guys, I'm trying my best to draw the picture and keep up with the questions.
Man, that picture's looking fire.
Both of you, what's your least favorite anime show and movie?
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
There's so many. Because that's the thing with anime. It's in such an abundance. There's just a bunch of it that, you know what? And a lot of people, seven Deadly Sins.
What?
First season is complete fire, man. First season is complete fire. And then those dudes and dudettes went below budget on the next 2 seasons.
Okay, so you're looking at it from an anime. Okay, yeah, they did. They definitely did. They had some great value animation in those next seasons for sure.
That's my thing. Once you set the bar for what your stuff looks like,
yeah,
at minimum, you have to come back like that, because that's my expectation for the story you're telling. And now you're taking me out of the story, because now I'm looking at the trash that you're putting out as far as animation.
That's a fact.
I get it. It's hard. It's a lot of work, and it costs a lot of money. Then you guys should have held off on that till y'all did a Kickstarter or some shit.
That's a big fact. That is a big fact for real. Oh man.
Because like when we first watched on Netflix, my wife and I absolutely loved it. Binged it. 2 days, done. All of it. Couldn't wait. Second season, I had to punch myself in the face to get through the first episode. Like, come on, it's gonna pick up. And like, I always give stuff 3 episodes, and we got to the 3rd episode. I'm like, I'm still not on board with this. Like, I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I hear that for sure. That's crazy. I didn't expect you to say that, but when you say it, I understand why. I definitely understand why. That's crazy. So he said, what's the least favorite anime, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. I definitely go Boruto. Boruto for sure. And like, I'm pretty sure I don't even have to get into detail as to why. I'm sure a lot of people, you know, totally get why off of me just saying that, but I'm going to talk about it anyways. And the reason why I feel that way is because, man, like, Boruto is just nowhere near as good as Naruto. Like after watching Naruto, you hold Naruto to this standard. So when you find out his kid is now getting involved, you're gonna expect him to kind of not be at the same standard off rip, but kind of see like him progress and get to that standard. And it was just like, man, this show was dragging. And I watched probably like the first 80 episodes. And I was just like, bro, nothing significant has happened with this guy. Like within the first 30 episodes of Naruto, they've already gone through the tuning exams. We've seen Rock Lee moments. We've seen some crazy moments. You know what I'm saying? And in Boruto, they're over here chasing squirrels in like episode 36. And I'm like, bro, what is this? And it's just like every dope moment that Boruto has had incorporated Naruto characters. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So it was like, okay, you had the Momoshiki fight, and it was like, okay, who was fighting Momoshiki? Naruto and Sasuke. You had the I forgot his name, the Shino guy who had like the shotting guns and stuff. Who was fighting him? Sakura, even though Sakura is trash, but she was fighting him, and that fight scene was cool. And then Sasuke came along, so it was like, why even have his son around? Like, what's going on? You know, if that's the case, you guys should have just made another season of Naruto where he's Hokage. You got the boy Shikimaru over there as his assistant, putting in work. They're going through all kinds of situations. I think that would have been fire. Just continue the series, but no. You know what I mean?
I definitely agree with that. Definitely can see that. Very much so, because I couldn't get into the Boruto series. But I couldn't put it as a dislike because there's so much fire stuff with Sasuke, Naruto, and everybody else, like the adults. And which makes that funny because there's this whole string of, networks and studios all believe that kids can't get in cartoons unless kids are the ones doing the adventuring or whatnot. Mm-hmm. But then they actually have the adults doing the adventuring and putting the kids to the side and protecting them the way it should be. Yeah. Like, wow, put them kids out there in danger.
Let them go through the struggle. Show them what's real.
Right. Get them out there.
Yeah, man. It was that anime was just a huge upset. But I mean, I'm gonna wait because I see people who read the manga telling me that the manga is actually really good, and of course the manga is way ahead of the anime. But I'm probably just gonna wait till Boruto gets to its like Shippuden era where they're older, because they had in the very first episode of Boruto, they kind of gave us like a little sneak peek of what's to come, and they showed like Boruto dressed as Sasuke basically, because Sasuke is Boruto's master. So he had like the Sasuke cloak. He was using a sword like Sasuke. The Leaf Village was completely destroyed. And the guy that Boruto was fighting was like, I'm going to send you to the same place I sent the 7th Hokage, which is his dad, Naruto. So everybody's like, oh, snap, did Naruto die? Like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? So, and then Boruto does some like cool little jutsu seal and his eye kind of like lights up. So it looked dope. But right now, no, sir.
Yeah, I'm with that. Sometimes you got to wait for stuff to come out because it has an audience and other people will carry it or whatnot to get there. But sometimes you got to wait for that content to come out. Like, I'm kicking myself with My Hero Academia. Like, I love it.
Amazing anime.
Waiting for those seasons to come through is torture. That's why I had to start reading the manga. Now, manga's on 287.
Jeez.
I'm already caught up.
Caught up. Yeah, that's great. My Hero, I'm kind of like you too. I don't like to read the manga because I love anime so much, and I love to see how it would look, act with everything moving and everything being so fluid. That I know if I read the manga, I'm just not gonna want to watch the anime because I already know what happens. You know what I'm saying?
That's the one thing I would say you don't have to worry about with My Hero, because My Hero, and people can correct me if I'm wrong, but My Hero is the one manga anime where they literally put each page up on the screen. That really? Is it. Like, each episode is the book. Like, I don't see because I've read it, and from what I've seen, I don't see them changing anything. Like, there's no filler, none of that content. There might be one episode of filler. But like, it is verbatim manga. And then so when I'm reading, I'm like, dude, I can't wait to see them animate this joint. Yeah. Like, what's his name? And Fuego, my dude with the fire.
You talking about Todoroki, Bakugo?
Yeah. The dad. He's number one right now.
Endeavor.
That scene in the manga is beautifully drawn. All those fights. And then you get to the anime, it was like, wow. Dude, when Endeavor, like, Like I felt the plus ultra in the book, and then when he says in anime, I felt it just as hard, man.
Yeah, I
It's
love
insane.
that.
It's
I love
insane.
that. And it's crazy you say that too, because I definitely can see what you're saying, because I remember seeing a video of like people comparing the manga to the anime, and there was a fight where, the fight where Deku fought Muscular,
Yeah.
protecting the kid. And when Deku hit him with the punch and he flew into the wall, and there was a moment where Deku hit like a yell, like he kind of like hit like a yell, and the episode ended. And they compared that picture of when he was yelling to the manga, and it was just like copy and paste. I was like, wow, that is insane.
Yeah.
So,
But I just realized what I hate. I hate more than anything, and people are gonna hate me for it, and I don't care. Neon Genesis.
Neon Genesis.
Evangelion. I'm terrible pronouncing stuff. The one with the mechs with the real mangly ass faces and shit, and they had the cords plugged into them. You haven't seen that one?
No.
Dude, I watched it when I was a kid. And I just remember being dope. But the only reason it was dope to me as a kid because I hadn't seen it before. Because they was cussing and it was blood, it was pure violence and all this stuff, and people was getting killed. And I was just like, oh, that's amazing. I watched that mess as an adult. I was pissed. I'm like, are you serious? Like
you're like, what is this?
Like, oh dude, I was so angry. And I was like, and I watched it all. I was just like, I can't believe I liked this as a child.
Yo,
I can't believe it.
Crazy.
Well, we got
that's hilarious.
Samurai 8 manga. Any thoughts? I enjoyed it.
Samurai 8, yeah, I've heard of it, but like I said, I don't read manga, so I haven't seen it.
Death Note is amazing. The anime, the first 2 seasons are amazing. Death Note's that crack.
Yeah,
I didn't think I would like that. I didn't think I would.
Me neither. Someone was telling me for the longest time, and I know that was Black Guy that asked that because he always talks about that anime. But I pushed that anime off for so long because I remember a friend of mine watching it, and he was like, "Man, you need to watch this. You need to watch this." And Death Note was the first anime that put me on to anime that was outside of like action and fighting and stuff like that. Because Death Note really is like a psychological anime. You know what I'm saying? With everything they go through. And I remember seeing my boy watch it, and I was just like, what the hell what are you watching, bro? And he was like, bro, I'm telling you, it's so good. I put it off for so long, years, and I finally went into it, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. So yeah, Death Note is an amazing anime. That really like changed the game, and made me go outside of anime that just, fight and is just full of action. That put me on to other types of anime.
All right, so yes, Shaggy, I can't stand it. I hate it. I will never watch it again. What are your thoughts on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
Oh, let me just talk. My boy Roy Mustang.
That's my boy.
That's your boy too?
Hold up, man. Yes,
bro. When he was dealing, who was it? I forgot. It was one of the Was it greed or was it lust? It was either greed or lust. I can't remember, but
it was lust.
It was lust, right?
Yes.
When he was snapping him to death, bro, snapping her, he was just like, bro, I was like, yo, this guy is insane.
Don't make me bring my wife in here for a confessional because I talk about that scene all the time. All the time. That is the scene. Mustang is defined in that moment.
Yeah. After that, I was like, no, this guy Mustang is a problem, bro. I love him. He's my favorite character in Full Metal, period.
Mine as well. I love Mustang. He's really dope, man. I like how they do him. I like his attitude. I love his swagger. But,
exactly.
When he goes, he goes.
Snaps. And he was like, man, this guy, like, you could see how angry he was, like, just lighting her up. I was like, bro, I love this scene. My favorite scene, hands down.
Dope. They want to know, if you were an anime character, what would your name be?
Ooh, that was a good question. Sheesh. If I was a character, what would my name be? I'd probably say dope. So that when people call me, they'd be like, dope song. You could say dope song. I think that sounds fire.
So you got the anime voice down. Can you speak Japanese?
No. Literally all the terminology that I have is from anime. So, and then I've watched so much of it that like I was able to, kind of like Sharingan and copy the hell out of it.
Right.
After years and years of anime, that it's just a gift, man. It's just a gift. But yeah, I can't speak Japanese to save my life. But I do plan on going to Tokyo. So when I go, I'm just going to, learn everything that I learned in anime and just freestyle it.
Hey, you got to do what you can do, man.
For sure, man. For sure. Man, that drawing is looking clean. Yo, that's crazy. Oh, man.
I just love it when people pick up the details when your man was like, does my boy got on J's?
Yo. For real. I wouldn't have caught that if they didn't say nothing. That is so fire. My boy got the 13s on, too. I'm not going to lie. That's exactly how I dress if I was in the Leaf Village, for sure.
Name 3 people you would love to collab with.
Ooh, man. 3 people I'd love to collab with. All right, let me think. Number 1, my most I'd say anticipated person, because I know I'm gonna work with them one day, is RDC World. I don't know if you guys have heard of RDC World or if you know who RDC World is, Epic.
No, but, I'm new to this. I'm new to that.
They're these YouTubers, man, who are just hilarious, and they literally thrive off of anime. Like all their skits, the majority of their skits are anime concept skits. And bro, these guys are it's like a team of like 7 people. And I'm like, bro, these guys are freaking hilarious. Like they're definitely some motivation that I use as far as like my content, because man, they're exactly like what I would have wanted to do with content. So RDC World for sure. That's my number 1. Who else? Caleb City. Caleb City is hilarious to me. Oh my god.
I know who that is.
Yeah, I found him on Vine, and then he was hilarious. He had so much freaking Jermaine Cole. Yo, Sour Fat. Yeah, exactly. Man, RDC is hilarious, and then Caleb City for sure. Caleb City is kind of similar with his skits. Like his skits are very unique, because like you think his skits are gonna go. You don't know where his skits are gonna go. You think it's gonna go a certain way, and then it's just like boom, he hits you with a haymaker and he ends it in like the most funniest way. Like the way his brain operates with skits is hilarious to me.
It is. And my wife just filled me in on the first person you said. I'm terrible with names. That's an ongoing tradition on the show. If you like the show, you've tuned in for the first time, and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna watch more episodes with this guy. I like him.
Yeah.
Just know I am terrible with names. That is my tradition. But yeah, all the ones you said, clever as hell. Super. Hilarious. Caleb did the one with the video game guy when you go to the store video game and you buy your items, but you can't buy any items that are higher levels than you.
Oh yeah.
Oh dude, you're right. Like the comeback on those are hilarious.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. And I love the way he does his skits, man. It's so unique. It's so different. You don't know where it's going. It's just that guy is genius when it comes to skits, man. Really is. And then I know you said 3, so one more. I said RDC, Caleb. Who's another tuber that I really enjoy watching? I'd probably say Afro Senju. Afro Senju is a gaming YouTuber. And I actually met him when I went to LA. I went to LA for an E3 conference. And I actually met him. He's a really cool dude. He's exactly like how he is on his videos. And yeah, he just makes really dope gaming content. So I figured he'd be a really cool person to collab with for gaming. Oh, matter of fact, no, that's a lie. Afro, I love you, bro. I'm sorry. I love you, Afro. But I'm going to have to give my number 3 spot to Corey Kenshin. That's my guy. Corey Kenshin he is like the god of gaming content on YouTube. I think he'd be the best person to work with for gaming, man. He's hilarious, super humble dude. And I every time he drops a video, I'm there. So yeah, RDC, Caleb, and Corey Kenshin.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that at all. We all got, I think we're all fans here. That's why we do what we do, because we're fans of somebody else.
Yeah, for sure. That is big facts.
The clothing is incredible. On the art, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
That's crazy. It's crazy how you can make like the clothing like, I don't know if I'm doing like a leaf hurricane or something, but like it's like you're making it flow. Like I can tell my character is doing something super quick. It looks really dope. You're killing that.
Thank you. Like I said, anime, your videos, the phrases ain't nothing but inspiration.
Man, that looks crazy. That looks like a 3-piece combo, no biscuit jutsu combo attack right there, man.
Man, it's coming. It is coming.
That looks amazing, man.
Yeah, this is, like I said, man, this is what I do. I make comic books for a living. Actually, I forgot to do my shameless plug. I'm failing my my comic book brethren. Hit us up on shortfusemediagroup.com. We got over 30 different comic book titles. I have about 6 of them on that website. If you buy the physical copy of the book, it's $5 and you get the digital copy for free. And our tagline is "We always deliver," so you'll get your books very quickly. Nice. Sean Mack is a master shipper and a mastermind when it comes to all this stuff. But again, that's start now. shortfusemediagroup.com. Go ahead and pay a visit to that website. In case you didn't know, my moniker is Freestyle Comics. That's my own imprint. I got Hot Shots, Vigilance, Emerald Quest, Heroes International, Cypher, and we got 3 more books that'll be out before the end of next year, as in brand new titles. Hot Shot is actually our flagship book, and it's about a young man in college trying to prove to his girlfriend he's not cheating on her while not getting kicked out of college because he's a superhero. But
dang.
So he's trying to balance all those things.
I like that. It's a dope concept.
And so
how long does it take you guys to come with these concepts and then, of course, illustrate them and draw them and stuff like that? How long does it take you on average?
If everything goes the way that it's supposed to go, it takes us anywhere from 60 to 75 days if it goes all the way it's supposed to. But a lot of people that we work with have, full-time jobs or part-time jobs, so they're doing this at night, doing it on the weekends and stuff. Plus we travel on conventions, we handle all our own promotions and stuff like that. Wow. So it takes us a little bit longer or whatnot. Then there's life happens, so you try to make that move or whatnot. But right now I'm drawing the 11th issue of Hot Shot and I've got 12 pages of it done, but this is the first time I'm drawing it digital, so I just take my iPad wherever I go and then I just sit down and I just start drawing. And I'm working on the pages. So back in the day, it was I needed my drawing table, I needed my light table, I needed my pencils, I needed to get the paper measured out, tape it down, draw it. But all that's right here in my pad now. So I'm hoping to cut that time down severely.
Yeah, it seems a lot more convenient to just use the pad versus do it the classic way.
Oh no, it absolutely is. And I was actually fighting it. I was like, man, I ain't doing that digital shit. I'm traditional all day, every day, baby. They ain't gonna take that from me.
Say, I'm a pimp. Come on.
Right. First time I got a hold of one of these things and I saw what they could do, I was like, man, as soon as I get my taxes.
Yo, that is crazy. Man, I could watch you draw this all day. This is so dope, man.
Well, thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. We almost there. We almost there.
Ha! That is straight heat, bro.
Thank you.
My God. I can't wait to. Am I gonna be able to get this picture? Like,
yeah. This is yours.
Okay.
This is yours.
Okay. Because I'm gonna be advertising the hell out of that, bro. So expect some people coming your way for sure.
Yeah, no, this is absolutely yours, man.
Nice, man. Oh my God. And you got me in my favorite gear, my Naruto gear. Ooh, the 13s. Oh my God.
Dude, that's so funny that the 13s are your favorite because they're my favorite. So I just automatically knew we're gonna do that. But the fact that they're your favorite too is hilarious.
It's a black thing.
Hey, well, I think Now it's been a while since I've been a teenager, but I want to believe that the 13s were the first pair of Jordans I bought myself.
Yeah.
I had a part-time job, and I believe that was the first. Like, cause my mom, like the first time my mom bought me Jordans, I was a kid. I messed them up. She's like, I ain't never buying you no Jordans again. Then I got a job in high school, and like the 13s were the first pair of J's that I bought. Good night.
Ooh, that's
Love
so
y'all.
fire. That is so fire.
But
The
the
first pair that I got by myself was the 12s.
okay,
Yeah, but that's crazy. How old were you when you got your 13s?
shit, I was like in the 10th grade.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but it was just that combination of the blue and the white with the trim of the gray and that hologram green circle 23 on them bad boys.
Woo! Yeah, that joint was heat. That shoe was heat, bro. They really are heat.
All day it was, man.
I love those.
Then I had kids, and I wanted to get them again. I got the generic joints. I got some knockoffs. I was like, I'm a father. I don't give a fuck about names.
Yeah,
I just want my
logo went
shoes
from
back.
a fist to a layup, went from a little dunk to a layup.
Right. I was like, just give me my shoes, man. I just want them back.
Oh man, that's crazy, bro. That's so dope. That's so dope. But yeah, I like the 13s, the 12s, and then the my brother had these pairs of the 6 rings. Those were so fire. I love those too. And then of course, you know, the retro, the ones and stuff like that. Classics. She said, I need a hug before I go to bed.
Yeah, they stayed up a little bit longer so they could watch the show.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, you're killing it, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Sheesh.
Only got a little bit left to go. Oh shoot! See, here I go. We didn't got caught up in convo and conversation.
Oh yeah, for real. Forgot about the chat.
Yeah,
I did too.
my dude said I love the 1s and the 4s.
Yep, those are heat. Those are
My
heat.
man said this is a potential logo for you.
Yo.
Make merch out of it, maybe. That we've already had that discussion.
Already thought. Yeah, we're way ahead of you guys.
Thank you, Steve, man. I appreciate that. Good to have you on the show again. Thank you, Jason, man. I appreciate it. Yes, this is Procreate. Procreate is love. And as Andy says, Short Fuse always delivers. He just got his books from us on Friday.
Wow, nice. Yeah, I'm definitely probably gonna have to purchase some off of you, man, because that concept that you're talking about sounds really fire. I'd be really interested to read that.
Thanks, man. Like I said, 10 issues in. It deals like his personal life is just as important as a superhero life that we set up in there. It happens in Columbus, Ohio. Well, Cleveland and Columbus, because I'm from Cleveland. I live in Columbus right now.
Okay.
So it's just this kid, man. He's a geek. He's always wanted to be a superhero. He gets superpowers and he says F it and jumps out the window and starts fighting crime. But,
I like that.
But if you don't take some steps and train and practice, you're bound to fall a couple times. So he's not one of these heroes that wins all the time. Like I'm severely from the caliber of Naruto, very much so in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So like I want people to, when he hurts, I want people, the reader, the viewer, to hurt with him.
I love that, man. I love that. What's up, Zach? I see you. That's really dope. That's really dope, man. Because it's like you're just talking about when the character hurts, you hurt, man. Every time Spider-Man gets into a fight and something happens to him, I'm just like, no, come on. Because I forgot who he was fighting, but I forgot his name. I remember reading it, but he ended up getting his eye ripped out. Moreland, yeah. Got his eye ripped out, and I was just like, what the heck, bro? I love how I instantly knew what the hell you was talking about. Yeah, you said that super quick.
Yeah, because that's one of my favorite stories. Like they put new life into Spider-Man with that story. They challenged his origin. They made you question it. They made you look at it from a new perspective. They gave you a villain that was dangerous, that was vicious, that was smooth, but only really, harmful to Spider-Man. And it's like, damn, if he could just get some help from Cap or somebody, he'd be good.
Exactly.
But there was no help. There was no help around for it. And like that book hit because I've never seen an issue where he was running from the dude, and he took time to call Aunt May to tell her goodbye.
Did he really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Dude,
Oh
he was beat up, holding his side, costume tore up. He stopped at a payphone to talk to Aunt May to tell her goodbye because he didn't think he was going to make it.
Oh my God, bro. That's crazy. Man, see? That's so freaking fire.
That's the reaction I like to give. My man said, didn't think this would be that fire.
Talk to him.
All right, man. If you guys want to catch us on a replay, it will be up and available on the YouTube, the Twitch, and Facebook as a replay. Don't worry. You can finish it up tomorrow. I'm actually going a little bit longer because I'm really enjoying the conversation here. And
me too.
We put in the extra bit of work on this one.
That one is, oh my God, bro. I cannot wait to show that off. That's definitely got to be merch for sure, man. For sure. But yeah, talking about Spider-Man, man, there was also the other one where he was fighting, remember the one, I know you read a lot of comics, man, so where he was fighting Goblin, but it was like right outside Aunt May's house or something like that.
Ultimate Spider-Man, when they introduced Miles Morales, that story clapped. Yeah.
That was, I remember, I think he grabbed like a whole truck and like bashed him with it. The truck exploded. Everybody was outside. He was like, his mask was completely folded. He was telling everybody to get out. Oh my, bro. And I think he went past, didn't he go past like Captain America or something like that? Like he just went straight to the house?
Dude, so Captain America's on a bridge fighting like the Sinister Six or whoever. A bunch of them broke out and they're trying to find Peter Parker, and Captain America's fighting them on the bridge. And one of them has him in a shot, in a sniper scope. I forget who it was. Spider-Man swung in, pushed Captain America to the side, caught the bullet, took the bullet in his side. Then he realized who it was, realized that they knew he was Peter Parker, and they were going to his house, webbed up the bullet wound, and took off to go fight.
Oh my God. So gangster, bro. You know what that reminds me of? And now, this isn't my favorite series, The Amazing Spider-Man, bro. You remember in that movie where he was swinging?
Yeah.
And he got shot midair, and then he got on top of the roof and he webbed his leg, and he started like stunting, and then he started running. That scene to me was so fire, bro.
Dude, that's where they got it from, because the book came out before the movie.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That's crazy.
And that's so awesome because that story is the story that introduces or opens it up for Miles Morales. And I thought it was simply going to be a cash grab. But the death of Spider-Man is one of the best Spider-Man stories ever told. And I don't know if you read Miles Morales, and spoiler alert, but it's been 10 years, so you should have already known. Yeah. But the way that they introduced Miles Morales is that Peter Parker is Miles Morales' Uncle Ben.
What?
Yes, man. You didn't know this?
What? Wait, what do you mean?
So when Peter Parker is fighting in his neighborhood with his mask off, fighting Green Goblin in front of his house, through that whole battle, Miles Morales is there.
Wait, but did he already have Spidey abilities at that time?
Yes, he did. He was bit. He had abilities. And
see, I knew he was there, but I didn't think he had abilities yet. That's why he didn't help. That's what I thought. That's crazy.
No, he didn't help because he didn't want to be Spider-Man. He didn't want the powers.
Oh, what?
And then he comes to regret it, that he should have helped. He should have did something.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
I know, and people give Miles Morales crap because he's a legacy character and stuff. I'm like, man, have you read his story?
Yeah.
That is good. That is legit. Like, that's good storytelling.
That's amazing storytelling, man.
This is how dope the storytelling is. That's my son's name. My son's name is Miles Parker Watson.
Oh, that's heat. Yo, that's so heat. That's crazy fire, bro. I knew Miles was there, but I didn't think he had the ability to help. The fact that he actually already got bit and had those powers makes that even more insane, bro.
Exactly, man. And I was like, oh my God, that's so incredible. And then like you get to see the funeral. The funeral is one of my favorite comic books ever, man, because like I cried because like the city of New York came out for Peter Parker.
Well, yeah.
I don't know the name of the church, but it's like the biggest church in New York City, like in that downtown area. It was, the streets were crowded, the streets were filled. They were all there for Peter Parker as Spider-Man. Tony Stark drove Aunt May there in a limo. She gets out the car.
My.
Captain America comes up to her and apologizes, and Aunt May slaps Captain America.
What? For not helping?
She said, "This is your fault. You were supposed to be there for him."
Yo, that's just anger talking. That's anger talking,
dude. But it's heat.
That is fire. I gotta read that. I gotta read that, bro. I gotta read that now.
Yeah,
I gotta read that now. It's
one of my favorites, man.
Yo, nah.
Yeah, I think it was at the cathedral. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, it's dude. Oh, it's so good, and that's what really got me into, because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I'm just like you.
Yeah.
Spider-Man is what shaped me. You know, he's that everyday man and everything like that. And but that Miles Morales story was on point.
Bro, what the heck, bro? Nah, that's heat. Now let me ask you this, since we're on the topic of Spider-Man. Who do you think is your favorite Spider-Man actor as far as like the real movies go? Out of Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and then Tom Holland. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I said that too because I see a lot of people, having that discussion, and a lot of people pick Tobey, and I'm like, you guys are just saying that because he's the very first Spider-Man we saw on the big screen. You know what I mean? And I totally get that, but you guys really have to consider, how they portrayed Spider-Man. Like, I feel like Tobey portrayed Peter Parker well, but he didn't portray Spider-Man as good as he should have. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we all know how Spider-Man is. Like, he's super humorous. He's comical. He's, even if he's getting whooped, he's talking trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's getting in your head at all times. I feel like he didn't portray that part of Spider-Man as best as, they should have. But he got Peter Parker down pat. Tom Holland got both sides perfect.
That's what's up, man. I will let you know. I got you.
Oh, that boy Toast. Word. Yeah, he's a driver.
And I'm trying to go down there, man, because when comic book conventions come back, that's where I'm trying to be at.
Yep.
But
I'm in Orlando.
I absolutely agree with you. I take no credit away from Tobey Maguire, because the Spider-Man we got in those first 3 movies was the Spider-Man we were supposed to get. He did an outstanding job.
For sure.
And it's not like with the X-Men movies, which are complete shit now. Like, if you go back and watch them, when they came out, you're like, oh, okay, that's good. But then go back and watch them after everything else we've had now. They're terrible.
Doodle.
But the Spider-Man films, they still stand up today. And I don't care what nobody say about Spider-Man 3. I still like that movie. It's still fun. But Tobey Maguire still did his thing. He did an incredible Peter Parker.
Oh, yeah.
And his Spider-Man was good. But Tom Holland, he knocked both of them out the park, man.
Exactly.
He knocked both of them. And what sucks is he did it in 20 minutes.
What do you mean?
His first appearance was in Civil War. He was only in it for like 15 minutes.
Yo, that's true. That is true.
And he nailed it.
Nailed Spider-Man to the T. Like, just like the appearance, because you remember when the Civil War trailer came out, like when Iron Man called for him and he was like, under ruse. And then, Spider-Man came, grabbed the shield, and he just posted. He's like, hey, guys, like that. I wouldn't expect Tobey Spider-Man to have that kind of flavor. You know what I'm saying? That comical flavor. And of course, when the movie came out, he was talking trash as he was fighting, saying, oh, this is so cool. As he I didn't like Tobey didn't have that. And don't get me wrong. Like you said, Tobey is definitely a great Spider-Man. His movies are endless classics for sure. But Tom Holland, man, he nailed it out the park.
Absolutely. And I like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man too, but if you go back and watch those movies, he is funny, but he's a bully.
Yeah.
Like, watch those movies again. He's a bully as Spider-Man in those movies. But like
as Spider-Man?
Yes, absolutely. Like when he's talking to the thug, the first one, and he webs him up to the wall, dude, he's terrorizing that dude.
That's a fact.
Like, he's completely terrorizing that dude. He's not making quips. Spider-Man would have webbed him up and made his quips or whatnot, but like, dude, he's tormenting him with those webs.
Yo, that's a fact. Because I remember he was like, "Oh, you're gonna get out the car that way, okay?" And then he like got out, and then he's like whistling and like webbing him up, taunting him basically. Yeah. That's a big fact. That's a big fact. That's super true, man. And it was like even as Peter Parker, I can see that, because I remember there was a scene. I don't remember if it was in the first one or the second one, that he was it was like a basketball scene or something like that with Flash. And he was like, bouncing the ball off of Flash's head. Like, Peter Parker wouldn't do that. If he hurt somebody as Peter Parker, it's by accident. You know what I'm saying? But he was taking full advantage. You're absolutely right about that.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy because like it's still entertaining. He still did a good job. Like, the one thing that those amazing Spider-Man movies did right was they captured the true animation and flow of how Spider-Man's supposed to move. They like perfected it.
That's a fact.
Like,
that's a big fact.
Like Spider-Man 4 for PS4, they just basically took that model for how Spider-Man moves. It's flawless.
Oh yeah. Super acrobatic. I loved it. Super acrobatic. But nah, yeah, you're 100% right, man. Those movies are freaking amazing.
Yeah, but Holland's it for me, man. I don't care what anybody says. That dude nailed it in 15 minutes in a guest appearance. And he's just great at it, man. He's freaking lovable.
Yeah, for real. Like, oh my God, Holland. As soon as I saw Holland in Civil War, like you said, I was like, oh man, this is a great Spider-Man. And then when he got his own movie, I was like, oh no, it's over with. It's over with. Holland takes the cake. Man, that is looking so clean. Oh man, that's fire. That is absolutely fire.
Well, thank you very much. It's definitely been a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, man. That is clean.
And we're almost done. I got a couple more things to do.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and read the chat while you doing your thing. Toby is OG, but Tom Holland is the best. Exactly, Sour Patch. I think a lot of people are blinded by that, man. Like we were just talking about earlier. People just see Toby and it's like, oh yeah, he's the first Spider-Man, so he's the best. He's an amazing. I know he did an amazing job, but Holland got him. Holland definitely got him.
Yeah, dude, it's just like you gotta give respect to Tobey Maguire for what he's done. Like,
exactly.
It's like Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton set the standard, but then everybody loves old boy that can't talk, Christian Bale.
Yeah,
everybody loves them.
Yeah.
I feel like Michael Keaton set the standard of Batman, but I prefer Ben Affleck. I think Ben Affleck was dope, but he don't get enough time.
Yes, and you know what I liked about Ben Affleck's Batman versus Christian Bale's Batman? The one thing that I didn't like, don't get me wrong, the Christian Bale Batman was cool, like story-wise and stuff like that, but I absolutely hated his fighting scenes, bro.
Yes.
I felt like he was so stiff. Like, he wasn't doing nothing, like, nowhere near as acrobatic as Batman should be. Not saying that Batman's like Spider-Man level acrobatic, but he's not that stiff either. You know what I mean? And when Ben Affleck played Batman, and he nailed it, came out the ground, was hitting super hard, was flipping, doing like, I was like, this is Batman. This is how Batman fights. So yeah, for sure. It was.
That's why I'm really looking forward to the Snyder Cut, because I want to see like Zack Snyder. This is the thing for me. Zack Snyder wants to make a Batman movie.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that. I think Zack Snyder should make a Batman movie because the way he and Ben Affleck portray Batman is exactly how Batman should be seen on screen. The most comic book accurate costume we've seen, the weight, the mass of Batman, the intimidation of Batman. Like when Ben Affleck or the guy in the costume, doesn't matter, when he's on the wall and he shimmies across that, I was scared. Like that was the Batman.
Yeah, for sure. That is facts. That drawing is final for. Oh, and he used my Twitch emotes. Yo, I see you, Jason. I like that. I like that Kakashi pick too. That was fire. Yeah, that drawing is straight heat. But yeah, you're absolutely right, man. That junk is crazy.
Yeah, so that's why on this Snyder cut, I'm really looking forward to it because in Justice League, I was really looking forward to Batman being the Batman we saw before, but they made him the Joker. He made all the jokes. I'm like, Batman cracks a joke once every 10 years. That's why.
Yeah.
Like you're
That's
missing
facts.
the whole elements, and like
That's facts.
you're really making Batman a punk in this movie, and like
Mhm.
he's not a punk. Batman's not a like no. Like
Yeah.
even if Batman was old, he'd still be trying to do Batman to some type of level. Like I don't know, man. But
That's a
again,
big fact.
that's that's when somebody else directs your movie and they're
Yeah.
not looking at your notes.
Yeah. Facts.
And
You
the
know,
studio comes in.
with the Justice League, since we're on that topic, one thing that I hated about Justice League, man, was like the way they portrayed Flash. I hated the Flash in that Justice League movie. I hated the actor. I hated the way he looked, the armor, like he was like super armory. I don't know who designed that outfit. I hated the way he ran. And then I don't know why his lightning or his electricity was blue. I didn't understand that concept.
Like,
It
why
threw me
wasn't it
off.
yellow?
Yeah, and I was like, "What the freak is this?" You know what I mean? I felt like they dropped the ball on him.
Oh,
Like
they
the
did.
bear, the Flash from the show. I don't know if you've seen the Flash TV show. That
Yeah.
Flash is on point. I like that Flash a lot. That actor.
Oh yeah.
Um,
That's why I was just wondering why isn't he the Flash?
right.
Like, you think I'm
Exactly.
really
Like,
going to get confused between TV and the movies? No,
exactly. Like
just
it's
make him
so.
the Flash, man.
Yeah, he's well established already. People know who he is. That would have been fire. You know what I mean? But hey, we're just the viewers at this point. You know, we ain't the directors.
Right.
So that's crazy. Let me see. Yeah, they're saying you're killing this. Oh my god, bro! This is ha! I love it, bro. Holy bro, I'm about to light somebody up. I don't know who's about to catch that 3-piece combo, bro, but they're about to get folded.
So here's the replay. Are you dubbing this 3-piece combo? No biscuit?
Wow, this is a 3-piece combo, no biscuit for sure. That's a final form attack, bro. Yo, guys, what? Seeing the process, like this whole time lapse is insane. Like the fact that you did this as we were talking is just blowing my mind, bro.
Well, I've got over 70 episodes in the book, so I kind of cheated.
Yo, this is crazy. Somebody said, "Whose Kool-Aid you trying to take?" Yo, Cheeks, I'm telling you, I'm coming for it, bro. Somebody about to lose mad Kool-Aid on this one for real.
We going for it. I wanted to basically make it where it could work with any one of your catchphrases.
It really does too. Sasha, you see this? Ha! Yo. And he got bro, I swear to you, this would be my swag if I lived in the Leaf Village. That would be my swag.
That's exactly what I'm going for, man.
That's crazy. You literally nailed that to the T. And I wear my shoelaces like I don't tie my shoes. Wow. About to smack the fire out of Sakura.
Terrible. Leave that girl alone. We've already discussed that.
I'm like, say one more thing, Sakura. Say you can hang with them one more time. Yo, this is literally me in anime form. That's crazy.
Well, yep, there it is. There's a piece. All done.
Wow, this interview is going down in the books, man. Going down in the books, straight up. That's insane, bro. And you just sipping on water, like, yep, I did that.
All right, so this is the piece. I think it works with any of the phrases. So I don't think we've really decided on the name of it, but inevitably dope. If he was in the Naruto universe as an anime character, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show. We went about a half an hour over, but I think it was worth it. If you are fans of the show or you enjoyed what we did today, I do this every Monday and Thursday night at 7 p.m. You can give me a follow on Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitch as Most Epic Art. If I'm on you,
Yeah, I see somebody saying, "Go back." I'm on you. I'm saying all of it.
If any of you are interested in getting any commissions, you can message me at the same social media or whatnot. If you guys have any other YouTube creatives, TikTok creatives you want me to get on the show, message them, comment on them, tag me in it, let me know. I want to get more of them on here. I absolutely enjoyed this conversation so very much. So that's where we're at.
This was great.
ID, where can they find you, man?
All right, so
hold up, shoot, stop! Is that the shortcut name of your ID? Is your that's dope.
Yeah, bro.
I just caught it. ID, never be dope. ID, like an identification card. Oh, you're fucking out here, man! Get back!
You know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. ID is what they call me, man. That's for sure. Because I know everybody is not gonna say inevitably dope every single time. So I was like, nah, ID. And it's like you said, it's like an identification card. It's who I am. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that just meshed together super well. But yeah, I think we should call that piece "I'm on You" because that was fire. That piece is heat. I like that.
I'm on you.
But yeah, as far as socials go, you can catch me on YouTube at inevitably dope. On Twitch, inevitably_dope. My Instagram is also the same as my Twitch, so inevitably_dope. And then I am also on Twitter at inevitably_dope. So y'all go follow me on there. You know what I mean? Show some love. As soon as we hit 1K on Twitch, we're dropping some merch. And you best believe the homie Most Epic Art, we're going to be working together, my guy. You know?
Awesome, man. I look forward to that. I think we can do some beautiful magic together or whatnot now.
For sure, man.
Yeah. So again, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. This is a great episode, great way to close out the double hitter tonight. Before you get off, I've been wanting to get an iPad, and I don't know what one to get. Would you recommend this? I don't know the exact model, but you can get one that's 3 to 4 years old from today's date. You don't need an iPad Pro. I don't have an iPad Pro. I have a regular iPad. This thing is used or whatnot.
That's
literally
crazy.
When you go into the Apple store, tell them, you want a regular iPad, not an iPad Pro, that works with the Apple Pen, the Generation 1 Apple Pen, and you're set. Now, eventually, I do want to get an iPad Pro, though. No games. I do. But I got 4 kids, and I'm on a budget. But this works. I do all my artwork and stuff on it. Eventually, I'm going to upgrade when I can or whatnot. But if you're on a budget, you don't need to get a new one. Apple is one of the few companies I trust their refurbished products. So you can go look for refurb versions of it. Just check and make sure it works with an Apple Pen, because they made that change within the last 2 or 3 years that the Apple Pen works on iPads. You don't need a Pro.
You heard the man himself, man. The legend himself told you all you need, man. Golly.
Awesome.
That's crazy.
No problem. All you guys, thank you so much. All you guys have a good time, please, and make sure you go follow this man's TikTok. Go follow his YouTube. I'm waiting for the next video. I can't wait till hopefully he watches a Sword of the Stranger, because I know, like, getting a feel for conversation with you and what we like, I know you're about to like it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm definitely gonna be dropping. Oh yeah, and I forgot my TikTok plug. My TikTok is inevitably dope too. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, I definitely need to check out that anime we were talking about before we went live, man. Just that sounds amazing. So I'm definitely gonna be doing some commentary.
They want to get you back on the show, man.
Huh?
They want to get you back on the show.
Do they really? Oh yeah, I see it. I'm down, man. I'm always down.
I don't care.
This was super dope.
Maybe we can do that and knock another design out for a shirt live.
Hey, I'm here. I'm here, Epic. I'm here. All you got to do is give me a date. Let me know when, what time. I am here, bro.
This was
really fun. This was really
super fun. Thank you so much for coming on, man. Let me play in your world.
No problem, brother. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, everybody. Remember, I'm learning this new branding thing, so it's all up there. Most Epic Art. Give us a follow. Check out ID on all the social media and everybody.
Yes, sir.
I am.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
going to watch that. Good night to all y'all. Thanks for tuning in.